imagine being able to buy and sell sports cards instantly without scams and without ridiculous fees. This is the future of sports cards, and it may be on this new platform that everyone is talking about. In this video, I'll share with you what that platform is, compare it to COMC, which is my current favorite, and let you know why I feel eBay is in deep trouble. Welcome back. Now let's get to work. There's a new platform for sports card investing that some of you have been messaging me about or leaving in the comments section called StarStock. Now, I've not heard of this platform before, but after Jeff interviewed the founder, Scott, on his station, I decided to look into it further because I really liked what I heard. First of all, let me give you some context as to the type of collector and investor I am. Now, I like buying a lot of cards that are underpriced. I hate paying for fees, I hate getting scammed, and I hate going to the post office and packing and shipping and returning and all that kind of stuff. To me, that is miserable. What I love is studying trends and being able to make moves instantly, and that's why I love COMC so much, because after a month or 2 months or 3 months, I can request a shipment of all the cards I want at once without having to have my mailbox pile up or risk packages being left on my door and they be stolen, which they have been before, because I live here in LA and half the city's ghetto, the other half is really beautiful. But the point being is that I don't necessarily want to take possession of every single card. Sometimes I literally want to buy the card just to flip it in a week, a month, 6 months, but I don't need to have it, and to pay shipping on both sides sounds like a nightmare. So if you're that type of investor, then this may be a good platform for you to explore. So let's go over the pros. And the first pro is that it's very aesthetic on the eyes. It's very easy to take in. It's simple, it's white, it's clean, it's almost overly simple. And I like the visual layout just because you have sites like Beckett Marketplace, which is horrible. You have sites like COMC, which is very visual and I like, but even COMC reminds me of walking down the aisles of Home Depot. It's like there's something missing. It's not as friendly. It's very business-like, which I'm fine with, but I like the aesthetics of StarStock a bit more, just a bit more welcoming to me. Real quick, I'm gonna give a shout out to David Siebert, Alex K, John Doe, Matt Cooper, One Time, and Second Hand Heat. Guys, thanks so much for joining me on this journey, engaging in the comment section so we can all become better collectors and investors. Now let's get back to the video. The second thing that really stuck out is that the founder, Scott, says that he came from a fantasy football background, and the partner that he's with on this venture is from FanDuel, I believe. I'm pretty sure on that one. And I like that because I know that fantasy football requires very quick decisions and a lot of data analysis, and that's the type of guy I am. I want to study trends, I want to see what's going up and down, I want to see sales volume, and I want to be able to interpret that for myself and make moves accordingly. So I need that kind of stuff listed, which is why I rely on COMC. Now, when I went onto StarStock, I saw that they showed eBay sales for the last at least couple weeks, and they showed a visual graph of how that lines up. So it's very easy to digest. The only thing I wonder with the eBay sales is if they're using Jeff's market mover tool or if they're using their own tool to get that information, and if that is eliminating outlier sales that could be from shill bidding or other scams. The third pro, and perhaps the biggest one, is that the fees are a lot less. Any new business has got to offer some sort of incentive to take some market share away from the competition. So for now, when you send cards to StarStock, there is no upload fee. There is no 35 cent to 50 cent to $1 fee that COMC charges, which I just paid $350 to have 800 cards sent to them. That's something I had to absorb. There's no fees like that on StarStock. Also, if you sell a card, it's only a 5% fee. That is the same as COMC. However, on COMC, if you want to take your money out of the system, they're going to charge you 10%. So if you want to take $1,000 of profit out, you're going to get $900 back. And on StarStock, while they said they may do that in the distant future, for now, there's no fee. So they're really stacking the incentives for you to send cards there. Now let's go over some of the cons. And the first con, and perhaps the biggest one, is that StarStock is new. And new is scary. We don't trust new. We trust eBay even though it's horrible because we're familiar with it. It's been around for a long time. StarStock has a proven business model like COMC and StockX, but just because it's a proven business model doesn't mean that yours will be the one that emerges from the crowd. And it's not every protein bar that succeeds. It's not every meal delivery service that succeeds. It's not every restaurant that succeeds. It's really about, okay, you have a business model, can you execute? And I'm really eager to see if StarStock can. Along with being a new platform, there are going to be mistakes. There are going to be growing pains because nothing can be worked out. There's always learning lessons every single day. It's really a matter of, can they evolve and can they take care of the customers and make sure that they can overcome any of the hurdles, any of the mistakes on the IT side or with receiving cards or with billing or anything like that. Because the longer a business is in business, the more systems they have in place. But when a business is new, there's gonna be mistakes and we just gotta expect it on all sides. The second con is that StarStock is quite raw. Right now, they don't have scanned images of raw cards, though I remember Scott saying that that is something that's coming shortly, but instead they have a system of this one's a higher quality raw card versus a lower quality raw card. But in terms of having raw cards, we pretty much need to see the image, and COMC does that. Now, when StarStock offers scanned images, the question remains, will that affect the bidding process? Will that be different because each raw card is unique? Will that affect the upload time? Will that affect the upload cost? Because now they actually have to do more work to scan in the card. So it's limited right now, but I think that's also a responsible way of having your business start out, because if you spread yourself too thin, then it's going to be very tough to overcome all the little hurdles. So the next con would be that you can only submit rookie cards of players. You can't submit certain inserts and rarer cards. Like COMC, you can pretty much submit everything. But again, it's a con for now, but I think it's necessary because just like any business, you can't have a burger and pizza and french fry in whatever place. You can't have a cheesecake factory menu. Most restaurants need to say tacos. That's what we're good at. We're just gonna do tacos. And then when we're better at burritos, we're gonna add burritos to the mix, and we're gonna add some margaritas, and we're gonna add some other stuff. But I think it's smart, but for now, it's very limited, it's very raw. One final word on it being limited is that one advantage I really see with COMC, which they have in place now and perhaps StarStock will have in the future, is that on COMC, my listing of a card automatically goes to their listing on eBay. And I've seen that roughly a third to a fourth of my sales are from eBay buyers. So when I list a raw card for $20 on COMC, there's a good 25 to 33% chance that it's an eBay buyer that is getting my card. And so StarStock, to my knowledge, does not have those cards transfer over to an eBay account where someone can actually take possession of it without signing up for StarStock. Maybe that's something in the future, but that is something that I found very beneficial with COMC. So I created an account on StarStock, I browsed around, and I've even had a little email exchange with Scott, the founder, and here are my final thoughts. First thing that stands out is eBay is on the way out. eBay is the original, it's familiar, it's been around forever, but it is not designed for sports card investors. It's a lot of pain and hassle and taxes and fees and scams. So the emergence of platforms like StarStock, like StockX, like COMC, that is the future for investors. The idea that you can get the physical card if you choose, but you can keep it in the system and be a lot quicker with your decisions. That is on the rise, and that will be the main way that we invest in cards in the next couple of years and going forward. I just see that as the future. eBay will always be for that person that digs it up out of their closet and lists it online just because they're not into cards. So maybe you could find some good deals there. But in terms of the future, definitely on sites like this. And just the emergence of StarStock gets me excited because I know that COMC and the others have to pay attention and they have to evolve themselves. So again, I don't know who's going to emerge from the bunch or if there's room for 2 or 3 different platforms with different nuances, different niches. But the idea that this is being worked on so aggressively excites me so much about the hobby because all of these pain points are being resolved and it's getting better and easier for us to invest. Now, I really hope that COMC is threatened by StarStock and evolves and lowers their fees and designs their website to look a bit more like an Apple store rather than a Home Depot, but we'll wait to see if that happens. All in all, I will keep an eye out for how StarStock does in the next couple months. I will see what the feedback is of other investors, if their inventory grows, if their features evolve. But you know my investing style, I'm very conservative. I wait for things, for players to be proven to invest. So to dive fully into a new platform would kind of be like investing everything into Zion rookie cards or someone else that there's a lot of hype around, but the resume is very short. So I won't be doing that, but I will be looking for deals and just keeping my eyes open. Remember, check out starstock.com, see if it's right for you. Pound the like for good karma during your next box break, and stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you over there.